Hey guys, this is RipFletching. Doing another kind of a how-to thing just for fun. I was thinking about making my own bowstring, you know, kind of what do I have if I wanted to make my own bowstring here at the house. So this is that Black Widow I have, and I took my old string off and I measured my bow from knot point to knot point, got my measurement, and I took 80-pound braided line. It's 80-pound test. And since I don't have a string jig, I just hooked it over the edge here. After I measured it out, I made my loops, actually connecting from here to here, just showing how you can just do it. You know, it doesn't have to be so sophisticated. Measured my loop out, made my loops, and then to serve my string, I also used this 80-pound for my tips. And it doesn't look very good because, well, first of all, we made it here at night, and just kind of playing around and looking at some different ways of doing stuff. But you can show here, what I did was I took and served this down using kind of the loop-through method and cinch it down, since I didn't have the equipment I needed to really do a good job braiding this down by hand in here. And it being this Kevlar line, I would just kind of mess around with some different stuff. And to pad this, what I did to protect the bow limb, since this Kevlar is very aggressive, was I took some blue painter's tape, if you can imagine that, and I actually wrapped it around the main line and then served over top of it to pad that, to protect the limb tips. And this one I didn't serve over yet because I just finished it, so you can see that blue painter's tape. And this is just an experiment, but once it's laid out, you could either put extra line there or a product there and then serve over top of it before you finish out your string to protect your tips. And as I serve down, and you can see these occasional little interruptions like this. What these are is after I would serve, say like 10 wraps, I'd do a loop through and cinch it tight and pull the line back up against to make sure all this stays tight. All the way down, and then run it back through the line itself, loop through and cinch it down. So all this is, even if it comes unraveled, it can only go so far, and it's cinched back down and then pulled through the line again. So it'd be really difficult for that serving to come off. Then whenever I finished, this is 80-pound test, so I only did 8 strands. It's amazingly strong, and it's some powerful stuff, that 80-pound test. So what I did was, same thing again, which if I did it again, I would probably do about 16 strands, not necessarily for the strength of it, but I think it would give it extra padding on the tips, being thicker, and also the arrows would fit better. So again, what I did, just playing around, I took that blue carpenter's or painter's tape and put on my string, and then served over top of that real tight, and then what it did was it bound down against that string. Oh, and also before I served it, I twisted my string to get my twists in it before I put my tape on, and then before I served over top of that, for it would help cinch it down and hold it in place whenever I'm shooting. And also I waxed my string before I twisted it, and then after I had twisted it, I went ahead and waxed it again just to make sure it was all melted in real good. And I've shot this, it shoots great. As a matter of fact, it shoots a lot faster. I'm probably getting 5 feet per second faster, I would say, at least, on this bow. But I don't have my silencers on there or anything yet, but anyway, it's pretty neat. It was grouping great, and I don't even have my knot point figured out on it yet, so anyway, it was fun. I would see, if you guys want to play with that, it's BCY's got a good video on how to make strings. No, I didn't go by that. I was just playing around here in the garage, but you can learn how to do it correctly on there. But I would suggest for playing around, get some of this 80-pound braided line, do like 20, 20 strings, which would be 10 loops, and it'd be plenty strong. You'd never break that. And give it a try, play around a little bit. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. I would probably use it on a junk bow though. Get an old English longbow or something and shoot with it for a while and make sure that whatever you're doing, the methods that you're doing is going to work out. All right, catch you guys later.